Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast.
Hi.
Oh, that was really hi.
You need to get a little more chipper.
Hello.
Shannon needs a nap.
Shannon does need a nap. So welcome to the General Hospital recap for August 17th through 21st. We got the Nurses Ball.
I was very impressed.
I loved the fact that they did a telethon.
Except for same complaint as we've had in the past. And I saw
Why didn't they make a real thing?
Exactly. Saw other people in all the Facebook groups saying the exact same thing.
Yeah.
There should be a number there, would totally donate.
Absolutely. Especially, I love that they're incorporating the frontline workers.
Yes.
And so part of me thinks that they might not bring Corona into the storyline.
I don't think they will.
I think we've talked about this before. The only reason it would make sense for General Hospital to is because of Finn. Right. If we didn't have Finn, who's an infectious disease doctor, it wouldn't make sense. Like, let's not do it.
I feel like it's gone on for too long. If you were going to do it, you should have done it as soon as everything started happening.
Well, but they couldn't because they got shut down.
Yeah, but we knew about this for months before they got shut down.
Yeah.
And they're usually on top of things. Like, General Hospital mentions real life stuff before I even see it on Facebook sometimes. So
I like that those are your two news sources.
Those are my news sources. It's
General Hospital and Facebook.
Yes, because
Amanda,
the news is depressing and sad. So no.
It's not always depressing and sad. Sometimes there's some good stuff out there.
Well, then that's definitely on Facebook. So I'll see it tagged by somebody. Anyway, anyway, I think that they could have mentioned it, the beginning of March or whatever, before they got shut down. They didn't. Now it's been all these months.
But the beginning of March shows were taped in like January.
Yeah,
so it
that's
wasn't
true. That's true.
A thing, really. We kind of heard about it, but it wasn't global yet.
That's true. Yeah, I just don't think it's going to fit in there anywhere.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I think it's supposed to be our break from reality.
Yeah.
So let's not talk about it and think about it. But this was definitely a way to appreciate all of the frontline workers, which we should all be doing.
And it would be great if they just brought in some extra cast members. This would be the perfect opportunity.
It would.
To expand frontline workers.
Yes. Except for I have a complaint about that later on in the week, but we'll get there.
Okay. Do we want to go in order? Do we just want to go with your complaint?
No, we have to go in order because Monday, Tuesday was still about the painting.
That's true.
And then the rest of the week was Nurses Ball.
Okay.
So I was not expecting that to be the painting. Like I said last week, I thought it was just going to look very not as sophisticated as Franco used to paint.
I didn't think about the fact that someone else could have vandalized it. Don't know why I didn't think about that. So I have two trains of thoughts.
Okay.
First is Nicholas. Is the one who
absolutely
did it. Second one is Franco. I'm sticking to my Franco kind of blacked out, didn't realize what he was painting, and dark Franco is still in there.
No,
I'm just saying.
No, I'm getting on train number one. I don't like the other choices. No.
It definitely makes much more sense if Nicholas did it.
Yes, and I don't want Franco to be bad again.
I don't either.
He's a nice guy, even though Elizabeth not appreciating that very well this week. What else happened? Oh, Ava overheard Lulu. Again, Lulu, you couldn't wait till you left Windermere to disclose this information. You have to stand in the living room and say, I just overheard.
But in all fairness, it was private. She thought that they were by themselves.
They were by a door. You should always know there could be somebody on the other side of that wall.
Very true. Very true.
And it's not like she needed to announce it there. It wasn't like it was going to change the outcome of something.
Right.
I could tell you on the boat back home or when we got back to my house, it doesn't need to be said right now.
Right. That's true. So I said, I think Nicholas might back off of Liz since the boys love Franco because he made a point of asking, so the boys love him. And she was like, yeah, there was some tension at the beginning with Cameron, but, now they have a good relationship. I'm hoping.
I was going to say, I don't think that Nicholas is that unselfish.
Well, I wrote that on Monday. It was the second thing I wrote down. So,
well,
kind of changed.
Optimistic on Monday.
How dumb, though, that they made, not dumb. It's weird that he made the Elizabeth Weber scholarship or whatever It could be the Robin Scorpio scholarship who he's friends with and marries, becoming a frontline worker and living with HIV.
Or how about his deceased wife, Emily Quartermain, who was a doctor?
There's that. True.
That's where I would have gone.
I was just thinking, because it's the Nurses Ball and you're announcing it, it should have been tied into
Right. No
Robin is the marriage of HIV and frontline workers.
Exactly.
Like, both of them.
Yep. 100%. But he had to use Liz to make Ava jealous.
Mm-hmm.
You went off.
I did.
Monday, Tuesday.
Sorry.
Oh, I said last week, I said that I thought that if Liz heard Nicholas talking all nasty about Kiki to Ava, that she would be disappointed. And then she turned around this week and was not very nice herself. So
yeah,
guess I was wrong there. I gave Liz a little too much credit.
I did say that I love Liz and Franco's real marriage fights.
Yes.
Like, they fight like a real married couple.
They
It's
do.
cute. She's like, I'm just leaving. She's like, I'm just not going to deal with this right now.
Walking away.
Yep.
They are a cute couple.
Yeah. The way that he kept looking at her.
Yeah. That's sweet. The way that she continued to be mad, though, that would totally be me. I don't care. Don't look at me all sweet and lovingly. I'm angry with you. Leave me alone. So why would Nell have even been there?
I don't know. I kept trying to figure that out also.
She's suing the hospital.
Right.
So she's not supporting whatever they're trying to do.
And they do get a say in who is a volunteer.
Exactly.
Are we now moving to the Nurses Ball in your schedule?
Well, I mean, that's where we're at, since you were already dabbling in it.
The storyline's just tied in.
I hear ya. But yeah, I didn't understand. I don't know what she was trying to do there anyway. I'm assuming she wanted someone to see her at some point so they didn't think that she was taking Wiley. But she never made herself seen other than on accident by Brook Lynn.
Right.
And it doesn't make any sense that she would have been there. Oh, and to Spinelli. She did have that conversation.
Yes.
With Spinelli. And I'm a little disappointed, as much as I'm assuming that it's correct, that Spinelli is trusting what Nell said about Peter, because we all know that Nell's manipulative. So why would she tell you the truth?
That's true. That's true. I guess maybe he was just trying to get some more concrete information.
I'm sure.
I don't feel like he really did.
Well, he said when he was talking to Robert that they had to get all the inside scoop and find out if what Nell said was true and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't ready to tell Maxie what it was that Nell had said. But I feel like, yeah, maybe they gave you a lead, but you should be doing a ton more research than just going off anything that Nell said.
Right.
And in one way, I guess she has no reason to lie, because what does she care about what happens to Peter? But I just wouldn't trust anything that she has to say. Did you have a celebration when Jordan said, "You look good for a dead man"?
Uh-huh. Instagram ruined it for me, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because I saw him post, "I'm back," and I was like, redo it.
I think everybody saw that coming.
Well, no kidding. They kept talking about it.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And again, ridiculous. He came back, had that conversation. Then she said, "No, leave." And he said, "Okay, I will, but I'll be back later." In GH time, it had only been like 2 months that he was gone, right?
Yeah.
So why are you popping back in after 2 months? And if you're not committed to being here and killing people, then why did you even come back?
Okay, so here's the thing, though, is that I think that he's finally going to understand, because if he kills Cyrus Renault, he's crossing that line that he always accuses Sonny of being, like, too weak.
Right.
Because he went down that path, even though, because we talked all about, you can go back, and so we did a 411 about Marcus Taggart and did a mini 411 within that about Deke Woods.
Right.
Taggart, like, worshipped Deke and thought that he was a good cop, and he always took the, quote, good route and never let himself get pulled astray.
Right.
If he winds up killing Cyrus, he is no better than Sonny.
Very true.
And I don't know if he realizes that yet.
I was kind of waiting for Jordan to call him out on it. That she held all these secrets for him, and now he's just going to come back and blow
Epiphany
it all up.
I wasn't thinking Epiphany being in on it.
You knew
it makes sense, but
somebody had to be in on it to make him look dead.
And to lower his heart rate enough that your daughter could say goodbye to you?
Yeah. Trina is going to be, when she finds out.
She got nasty with Curtis again.
Yeah. But she's a teenager.
I know.
And again, it's supposed to be only like 2 months ago that her dad was killed.
Yeah.
That's still a fresh wound.
Absolutely.
Their performance was cute.
That was. And so that song was written by William Lipton.
Of course it was. He's so talented.
And it's called The Places We Could Go. I thought that was cute that the three of them sang.
It was adorable. And it felt even. Like you could tell it was his song, but it wasn't like just one of the girls standing there with the tambourine or something. They were all equally involved.
Right.
It was cute.
It was very cute. So they're probably going to be the only kids because they're young adults.
Right.
That we see. The scene of Wiley in his crib was filmed by Mom at home.
That's so cute.
And Frank Valentini sent both boys kangaroos so that they had them. And she just had to take a quick little video of them.
Adorable. Sleeping. That was really smart, though. Like, thank God for technology.
That's a really good workaround. Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I wanted to know what kind of doll they used for Julian to kidnap, though. Because you could see his little feet dangling and his hand out of his jacket as he was holding him. And I was like,
I don't know.
Because normally with babies, it's like they just swaddle a bunch of blankets together.
Yeah,
I feel like.
But they had to do a toddler, so it had to be.
Yeah. It couldn't just be like a sack of potatoes. You had to have, you know how kids like lay all over you whenever you pick them up and they're little.
Yeah. Julian is just better off going straight to Sunny himself at this point.
Understand. So, like, obviously you can't talk about this without getting to the cliffhanger of Friday. If he was going to pull a gun on Nell, why didn't he do that before he kidnapped Wiley?
I think he is actually going to wind up giving Wiley back to Michael and everything. But
why even bother taking him in the first place?
I don't know.
And someone online pointed out, how is he going to kill her now? The reason he couldn't kill her before and married her was because she said she has an envelope to mail to Sunny that says that he was involved. So he would have been better off kidnapping Wiley and taking him right to Sunny and saying, look, I had to do this because of Nell, but I want you to see this is what happened.
Right.
I needed her to think I was following her plan, but here's what's really going on.
Right.
Sunny would have been mad, but he would have respected that he didn't actually kidnap Wiley. Now you have people upset and scared for Wiley and just standing on the pier with a gun.
Right.
Like, what the heck?
It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
I don't think he's going to kill her. I think that's too easy.
I really didn't have any thoughts.
I don't know.
I didn't think about that. I have a lot of thoughts, but I didn't.
I just don't.
When it happened, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is where we are.
I mean, it makes sense that we've ended up there because you'd have to be frustrated with someone blackmailing every aspect of your life all day, every day. Mm-hmm. But I just don't see it happening. Yeah. Because once you kill her, then what? We're going to have her fall into the water and disappear and come back in 6 years?
Yep. As somebody else.
Right?
Only to find out it's actually her to begin with.
Or she had her brain memories transferred to someone else. No.
Right.
No. I just don't see her dying or see her being killed. Oh, I didn't see her slashing Brooklyn like that.
I wrote in big. I was like, oh my gosh, Friday cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a good cliffhanger.
That was.
But good news, it doesn't appear that Brooklyn is dead.
Right.
Which I was getting really excited to see her sing, and then I realized we actually never saw Amanda Setton sing.
Because she can't sing from what I have heard.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, again, I did not fact check, but from other people's conversations in the different Facebook groups, she can't sing.
Then why did they cast her? That's a huge
part of Brooklyn. Right. But this is the easy way to solve that is because if they ended up damaging her vocal cords in this, then she doesn't have to sing.
But you could obviously tell that this recast could, because she did sing a little.
Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint you. And again, I did not fact check that. I can Google it real fast and see if we
can Amanda Setton sing? Yeah.
Right. But again, from the online conversations.
We're not Milli Vanilli-ing Brooklyn.
I don't know how you word that. Can't she sing?
That's all you Google.
All right. From her different roles, it does not appear that she can.
Just means that she hasn't, though.
Right. I mean, I'm surprised. Some of those people, I would not expect them to be able to sing, and then they get up there and you're like, wowie zowie. She's only 5'5". Oh my gosh.
I was looking at Lulu this week because she was wearing those big monster heels next to Dustin, and I'm like, she really is tiny.
All right, I can't find it.
Okay, I just found an article that was originally from February 27th, 2012, updated March 17th, Wishful casting Amanda Setton as General Hospital's Brooklyn Ashton.
Oh, wow.
That's from 8 years ago originally. Oh my gosh, I really like where this person went with this. In keeping with my earlier post about how to rebuild the next generation of Quartermains, I got to thinking about Ned and Lois's feisty, foxy daughter, Brooklyn, last played by Adrienne Leone. While I found Leone's perfectly adequate in the role, I can't say she ever wowed me. I think the character of Brook could come on like gangbusters with the right young actress in the role. In my opinion, the thespian in bloom, frequent Gossip Girl guest star and One Life to Live alum, Amanda Setton. Setton took what could have been a throwaway role in One Life to Live stripper turned grifter Kim Andrews and made her one of the most popular characters ever created under Ron Carlivati's stint as head writer for the series. Blah, 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 blah. But imagine Setton's Brook returning to PC and this time making a serious play for her childhood crush, Dante. Maybe the songbird has netted herself an obsessed fan while touring the college coffeehouse circuit and needs Dante as her bodyguard, much to Lulu, Julie Murray Bergman's chagrin. And speaking of singing with fellow wannabe pop princess Star Manning,
right,
in town, wouldn't it be a great time to bring Lois and Brenda back with L&B production?
Yes, it would have.
Man, why didn't they do that 8 years ago? Interesting. Okay. Well.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, now I feel bad that I said it if I can't back it up.
Maybe we will find out one day.
I'll research more and we'll discuss it on next week.
Sounds good.
There you go. Because, didn't mean to, take us off nowhere. But that was, I don't know. The people in the different GH groups spend a lot more time researching things than I do because I just like to watch. So whenever they say something.
But I literally just Googled, can she sing? And it doesn't say, yes or no straight off the bat. So.
Right. So.
But did Leslie Charleston hurt her leg again?
I have no idea.
She's hopping around.
I thought she wasn't going to be back, which, again, would make sense because some of the older members should be concerned with COVID because she didn't come to vote her shares. So I thought, okay, she's not going to be here. And then she showed up to watch Wiley, and I was confused.
I love when she was like, oh, don't start waking up because I told them you would sleep through the night and I'm not going to be able to help myself. Or however she said it, but
Right, if you start crying, I'm not going to be able to resist.
Loved it.
Yep, typical grandma. So cute. That was scary for poor Michael, though, when she wouldn't wake up.
Oh, my gosh. I was like, why are you doing that to him?
But when Julian pulled his phone out, he dropped the rag.
I know.
So how come no one saw that?
Right.
Okay.
I thought it was just me that saw. I was like, did he just drop?
He did.
That?
He did.
That'll come back into play, I'm sure.
I'm sure it will. But to me, their house is so spotless that you would instantly see something like that.
Even it's in the direct path, though, too. It's not like it was on the other side of the chair that you might
or
not
behind
see
the
it.
couch. Yes. Right. It was how they had to walk in. Thank you.
Yep.
For agreeing.
I'm with you.
There you go. Okay. Love when we can agree that we're right together.
Yes. Back to Brooklyn real quick, though. Her kissing Dustin and him standing up. And actually, I'm really proud of Lulu.
Yes.
For the way that she handled it because Lulu's back. Lulu is coming back.
Yep.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you, writers.
Exactly.
Because, she was definitely not happy with the situation at all.
Mm-hmm. And we've talked about this before. She's not a teenager anymore. We can excuse the things like Trina does because she's a teenager. She's growing. Mm-hmm. Lulu's not a teenager, so she can see both sides of it.
Right.
She can be mad, but like she said, okay, she's hurting. Brooklyn's hurting over being kicked out and whatever. So she's lashing out. That makes sense. And as an adult, that's kind of how you rationalize things.
It's still not okay to go kissing
absolutely
your boyfriend or anything.
No.
But I was really surprised she didn't kind of
punch her in the face.
Do a little bit more then. But Dustin took care of it.
He did. Yes, and he was very respectful. He wasn't mean.
Yep.
We had our time together. It was great, but
he
it's
even
over.
Took a little bit of ownership he maybe shouldn't have had to and said, I'm sorry if I gave you the wrong impression.
Right.
So, that was really good. Just dramatic enough.
Exactly.
Speaking of dramatic enough.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
All right, which one do you think I'm talking about?
I'm assuming that you're talking about Maxie.
Yeah.
No, I felt like that was totally ridiculous. First of all, again, why are we having very important conversations when I'm playing around with your mic? Because if you had a big secret, I would make sure we didn't bring it up at all as I'm putting that on you. But on top of that, she went out, she started giving her speech about all of the deception stuff. She had no idea.
Right.
Why would Lucy come out?
I don't know. That's the thing that drove me crazy. I was like, why didn't she wait until they were off?
Exactly. Yep. Even whenever you find out, like you with your open houses, if you get awful news, you don't walk into your open house and be like, oh yeah, I just found out so-and-so died. I'm so sad.
Right.
You go through your open house, and then as you leave, you call whoever and say, I'm so sad, blah, blah, blah. So it would have totally been normal for her to walk out, give a speech like nothing happened, and then go backstage. And if that was when she found out, okay. If she found out before she walked out on stage, the audience didn't have to know one way or the other.
Right.
You just made her look stupid and drama in a bad way.
But Peter received it beautifully.
He did for 5 minutes. He was a decent guy, I guess.
I did like Valentine telling him,
come clean,
you need to come clean now.
Yep. That was some good advice. He's not going to listen, but it was some good advice.
And I love when James Patrick Stewart performs. However, can it stop being to impress Nina?
Mm-hmm.
However,
he had everybody feeling stuff, though. Oh, I know it was meant for Nina, but everybody had something going on.
And that was written by James Patrick Stewart, and it's called
awesome.
Can You Feel Me?
Oh, I did not know that. That's awesome.
He's all the songs that he has sung, except for, no, he did one Billy Joel song.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe, so the song that he sang last year was also his.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He's very, very talented.
He is. And that song was really, really good and perfect for what they were trying to do, to set everyone up to share those glances of missing someone or loving someone or whatever they were feeling. That was
cute. A lot of good. He was really good this week. I liked where Valentine's going, especially when, he offered Michael a job and they're like, wait, what? He's like, I didn't buy the company to take you down. He's like, yeah, it might have been there a little bit, but, you're a good business guy. He's like, why don't you come and finish what you were doing? So what do you think Michael's going to do?
I think he has to say yes. I know he doesn't want to, but it doesn't make any sense. If you're trying to take back over the company, any footing you can have in there is going to help you achieve that.
Right.
You're not just going to walk away and then expect to magically have it. I like Nina telling Jax to stay out of it.
Yep.
That was very smart. Valentine is not going to like anything that happens better if you're involved. So leave it alone.
And Jax's eye roll when Valentine got on stage and said that the song is dedicated to... Jax showed a lot of maturity this week because he sat there and watched the woman that... Have they said that they love each other yet? The woman he's involved with sit there and be totally moved by another man.
But I feel like she still loves him, so just let them get back together. As much as he doesn't deserve it, all we're going to do now is make Jax fall in love with her, her start to have feelings for Jax, and then Valentine's going to do something, and she's going to run off for him.
Right.
We don't need Jax brokenhearted anymore. Can't we find him a nice woman?
Yeah.
Anyone. Like, come on.
Well, not just anyone, but yeah.
Anyone that's decent and not just going to leave him for someone else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I liked his and Carly's interaction about Jocelyn wanting a car. That was cute. That was the best part about co-parenting. I'll let you handle that. Bye, see ya.
But for performing?
I guess she's been asking for one for a while, the way they made it sound.
But come on.
No, I know. I don't buy my kids cars for anything, but certainly not for performing in something that you wanted to perform in with your friends.
Exactly.
Not at all. But it was cute the way that Carly was like, yeah, you handle that.
That was really cute. I do think that Willow and Michael were both thinking about Chase and Sasha and not each other when...
Yes.
Especially Michael.
Yes.
Which I'm glad, because I was really worried that Michael was going to fall more for Willow first.
I would be okay with that eventually, but again, we need some time to get over.
And wait, Chase and Sasha performed, but we didn't see it?
No. I know, I even rewound because I thought maybe I
thought that I skipped something. I'm like, did I fall asleep at some point and not realize it?
This is like deja vu of last week when we were like, wait, what?
Yep.
No, I double checked it and it was not there. I feel like they should have at least shown us a clip of that. Like maybe not have them do a whole, thing, but when Michael and Willow looked in the doors to have Chase standing there like holding Sasha, like we just finished this dance or we just whatever.
Right.
They didn't need to choreograph a whole dance or whatever.
Oh, but Jax and Nina.
They were good.
Good.
They were good.
They were very good.
I was not impressed with Ned and Olivia though. I'm sorry.
Not really. I wasn't.
No. Olivia can sing. I just don't think that she sings at the same level as Ned.
No, but I mean, it's cute because it's supposed to be a community talent show. I mean, it's...
Yeah, but I don't want to watch you stand up on stage with your husband and sing songs like that. I want to see a fun little skit like Nina and Jax.
Yeah.
Entertain me. Don't just stand there with googly eyes at each other trying to express all your marital problems through a song in front of the whole town.
And how did they know they were going to be having those problems when they picked out the song and started rehearsing?
Right.
Yeah.
So, no. It just wasn't... The wow factor wasn't there.
I thought it was funny that Finn was still wearing a sports jacket.
Yes.
Over his t-shirt the whole time.
Yep.
It was cute. I was glad to see that Mac congratulated Peter.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was cute that Mac asked, and this is happy news? Like, he didn't assume. That was cute. Yep. He is getting more of a personality also.
Yeah.
I know they're only showing little snippets of him, but in those snippets, he's actually acting like he has a personality and a role in it. Like when they found Brooklyn, he picked up the scissors and he did it correctly and put it in the bag and like asked questions. He didn't just stand off to the side like, dee, I don't really do anything.
Right. Is he still co-commissioner?
I don't know what he is. Brooklyn said, Mac's here so he can arrest you, but I don't know if he's commissioner or if he's some other...
So I thought that they were co-commissioner when she came back.
Yeah,
I don't remember them ever going full-fledged.
No, I don't think so.
Interesting.
Oh, I didn't like the stuff with TJ and Brando, though. Molly and Sam are supposed to be able to keep secrets. They make everything...
Oh, Kelly's back.
So awkward. Sorry. Oh, yes. No, they make everything so awkward. They're just like guys talking about whatever. They're not like moving in together.
Well, and it'd be one thing if Brando was with Sam and TJ's trying to make an effort for getting to know his girlfriend, life partner, domestic partner's sister's
boyfriend,
right, or whatever he would be called, you know, and like trying to really trying to bond with him. Brando's not.
Yeah, it was not a general conversation at a function. Oh, you box? I like to box. Oh, maybe I'll see you in the club sometime and we can spar. It wasn't let's exchange numbers and now we're going to be boxing buddies for the rest of our life. Like,
yeah,
just let it go. You're making it more weird. Eventually, TJ's going to say, why is it that you keep pushing us so far away from each other?
Right.
When Brando seems like a decent dude.
Right.
So ridiculous.
And there's a lot of speculation about Brando and Sam.
Right.
Gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see where that goes. I don't know. She'll have to get over this accusing him of trying to kill Jason first. That might take a little time.
Yeah.
They can get together around the same time that Nicholas and Ava finally end up together.
Oh, that almost happened.
Mm-hmm. There's too much hate there still. It's going to take a little while longer, I feel like.
Maybe.
And then they're not going to have any money anyway because Nicholas keeps giving it all away.
I did write about Liz overhearing Nina and Ava in the bathroom. Like, that was really real because how many times do you go and you're like, okay, seriously, we have to talk?
Right.
And I thought that was good.
Yeah, I thought that was a realistic, like we talked about before. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people in bathroom stalls just don't make any sense. Right. But that was a normal, Liz needed a break and then they walked in. I don't know why she was so shocked about it though. Like, she's seen the hostility between Ava and Nicholas all this time. Maybe not 90% on the line, but you knew there was something somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Something going on. So that's going to be interesting to see how Liz and Franco move forward, knowing that they're both being played by the other couple. Oh, back to Brooklyn before she got slashed. Why didn't she call Monica and say, hey, FYI, somebody's coming? Or do something. I mean, she was outside the room. Why would you confront now? That's just stupid. Right. And again, that big fancy mansion, but there's no Ring doorbells or security system at all. Julian can just walk right in and walk right out, and no one has any idea.
Yeah. And what did Nell say? Like, there's 17 million different ways to get in. Right. Just pick one.
Just pick one. They're all unlocked. It's fine.
Right.
I know it's a soap, but that stuff drives me crazy because, come on.
Right.
In today's world, everyone has one of those doorbells or some kind of something. Or if you don't have one, your neighbor across the street has one that still looks at your stuff. Like, yeah, way too much.
I don't have one, and I don't have a neighbor across the street. Shoot.
Uh-oh. I hope that no one
we have talked about getting one, though.
Tries to break into your house and kidnap one of your kids in the middle of the night.
Thanks, Amanda. Thanks.
Well, you don't leave your doors unlocked where there's 17 access points into your house either.
That's true.
So I think that you're safe. No, I don't have one either, but I know that my neighbors in the neighborhood do because they know way more stuff than anyone would normally know without having one.
Okay.
So they're handy. I've just never bothered to get one. But if I had a mansion, I would definitely have some type of security system in place. And considering how many people have broken into that mansion over the years, I would even more so have some type of something. Oh, I put the heart emoji next to Epiphany because I loved her little speech. Mm-hmm. And then Anna's too. That was so good.
Yeah.
I really liked how heartfelt those were and true to the times.
Yes. And Amy is back.
She is.
She didn't really do much this week, though.
No.
She was singing, which that was nice. But, okay. I think, what's her name? Risa Dorson?
Mm-hmm.
Is this her name?
Mm-hmm.
I think she's beautiful no matter what.
Yes.
Holy cow, though.
Yes.
She has to be actively...
Well, she posted back in February or March that she had a little bit of a shakeup in her life because she was recently diagnosed bipolar. And she, had a breakdown and was able to seek help and, find the road to consistent... recovery.
Yeah.
Okay. So I bet that it's kind of like a let's overhaul everything at once. You know what I mean? Fresh start.
Yeah.
So good for her because I don't have that kind of discipline. But same thing. I thought she was beautiful.
Yeah.
Before. So.
I mean, she's still beautiful.
Right. Exactly. Some people, the way that the comment came off, it was like, oh, yay. She lost weight. But
it's so
I don't
hard
think
to compliment
it
that.
matters. Right. Because
when you look at her, it's like, yeah, you were beautiful before, and but you're so much prettier now because
you can just see her features more, her face.
Yes, she has really nice cheekbones.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly. So, yeah,
I think she looks amazing. Yeah, but I love how she looks before too.
Exactly.
So,
right, it's not good for you. You lost weight because you needed to. Because I never thought that. Mm-hmm. It's just wow, good job for being so dedicated to all the stuff that you have to do to lose weight. And look how well it's paid off because now you can see her features more. So good job. I need that motivation. Someone send it over here for me.
Same.
Oh, you've been doing good. That should be your reality check.
Speaking of reality checks, Nina said that she needed one.
She should come on our show. We can talk to her all about it.
So you ready for it?
Go ahead.
So I guess since you just kind of...
Oh, wait. Okay. Real quick.
Yeah.
I know I just said reality check, but I'm going to pull us back for a second. Lucy's wardrobe wasn't as extensive as it normally was, but I loved the dress that she had on Friday.
Yes.
It was all sparkly and whatever. Yes, that's what we missed from the Nurses Ball.
Lucy's dress Friday. Heart.
Yes.
And I did like the red carpet one, too. The purple.
Mm-hmm. No,
kind of holographic-y.
Friday was the only one that really impressed me, but
Friday was stunning.
I missed seeing, as much as I love that they could still do it and had to do it this way, I missed the red carpet with everyone all fancy because I like to comment on their dresses. But Lucy's Friday dress was beautiful.
And I love that it was all Carly's idea. So part of me wants to know, was it Laura Wright's idea? Because they really kept giving Carly so much credit for the idea to have it be a telethon. So I want to know, was it Laura Wright's idea then?
I hope so, because that'd be super cute.
And she and Nina are cute together.
They are.
They're cute friends. Are we done now?
I think so. If not, I'll just next week I'll be like, hey, remember I forgot to say such and such, but I think I'm good. It was a hard week because Monday and Tuesday felt kind of draggy on. Mm-hmm. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so much was happening.
Right.
I agree. So it was good, though. It was. I'm so happy that we got the Nurses Ball.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Reality check.
So I started, again, I did it a couple years ago. I started the Couch to 5K, C2 5K program, and I finished the first week.
Woo!
And even so, it's only 3 days a week, which I forgot because I did Monday, Tuesday in a row. And I was like, oh, wait, shoot, it's only 3 days. I forgot. So then I did just 30 minutes walking on the treadmill Wednesday, Thursday, and then I did the last day of walk for a minute and a half, and then it tells you to jog for 30 minutes or for
30 minutes. No.
A minute. But then as the weeks progress,
it's longer of running. Got it.
Yeah, you run a little bit more. So that was nice. And I painted a ton of stuff around the house. I painted my garage door. I painted my downstairs storm door and outside. Like I painted those 2 outside doors. I painted the ones going outside the kitchen. And I repainted the black banisters.
Wow.
So
all kind of motivated this week.
Yeah. I really think it came from actually getting up and exercising.
Right.
Like it
Right.
had the good momentum.
Yep.
So, and I went to my first networking event since March. So that was nice.
That is nice.
It's nice to see people. And it was at a winery.
Nice.
So I got some wine.
Yeah.
What about you?
Again, my reality is like never about me. So I'm going to ride the high of that fixing the dryer belt for the next couple of weeks as far as my personal accomplishments. But this week we did our back to school walkthroughs, which total good job to the schools because like we've said before, it doesn't matter on what your feelings about the virus is. This is our new reality and these are the rules we need to follow. Mm-hmm. So they had tape on the ground. You have to walk this way or this way. This stairwell is up only. This stairwell is down only. Signs on all the water fountains that you can only fill your water bottles up, not to drink out of them. They gave face shields to all the kids. They're encouraging everyone to drive that can drive. So like at Madeline's school, they gave you this cute little plaque that you hang on your rearview mirror with a number. And then that same number attaches to her book bag. So that it's like a expedited pickup drop off. They just
Are you going to be doing
number,
that?
Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to try, especially since they're only going 2 days at first. I'm going to really try to do it as much as I can. But I'm not going to say they're never going to ride the bus. And yeah, I mean, Madeline's the best. She loves her masks. I told you she picked out pretty color ones that she likes. So she has no problem wearing them. So I feel as safe as you can feel in this situation that she'll follow the rules on the bus and do all those kind of things. So, but I was really impressed with all the precautions and the way that they explained it to you. It made sense. This is why we're doing this. This is how it's working. It was very streamlined. I took Madeline for her cheer uniform on Wednesday, which she's so excited about. And they had changed that process. So it was before you had a bunch of people in one room trying to grab different uniforms and try them on and put them back and whatever. And so now you went from this station to this station to this station. They measured her. They handed her off to another person who got the stuff for her, handed it to me, said try it on her. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't fit, then come back to us. And of course, it for the most part fits because it's off the measurements. And then go to the next person and pay your money and then out the door. And they even gave everyone their own pen, like, here, this is yours, keep it. We don't want it back. We don't have to worry about sanitizing, blah, blah, blah. And temperatures and all those questions they have to ask and all that stuff. But it all just, like, it was like, this is how we've always done it. So yeah. Good job. Good job to all those people, because I don't know that I could have done that as well as they did it. So
my son's driving. That was the one stipulation that I had. I said, you will be driving every day. I said, I know that, sometimes you like taking the bus. I said, this is not happening this year.
Yeah.
And it's free this year. So we didn't have to pay for a parking pass.
That's so awesome.
Saved me $75.
Em doesn't drive yet, so that's not an option. I'm not getting her license just so she can drive there. So we will see. Again, it is my intent to be motivated enough to at least pick them all up. Mm-hmm. But in the morning to get the big girls to school, that means waking Madeline up.
Oh, thank goodness that you don't have 2 schools, though, because if this was last year, you'd have had to go to 3 schools.
Yes. So
it's a long day.
Yeah. So, but we'll figure it out. Do the best we can, and that's all you can ask for.
Yep.
But the kids are excited, and Madeline did get that teacher that I
had
asked for, and the principal said that it was already set up that way. So even though I was that mom by asking, I didn't really ask anything that wasn't already going to happen. So
that's good that they
so excited.
Very nice.
Yes. So yeah, that's it.
Oh, and I found out that my son is in AP drawing. He got into AP drawing this year.
That's so cool. That's going to be such a good class for him. I'm so excited to see everything that he does.
Me too.
So excited. I mean, the
only thing that stinks is typically with an AP course, you kind of start over the summer, but because of the teacher didn't get the schedule until last Monday.
Yeah.
So that's when he got his roster, and he had some students that had come from like the previous year that he had, so he knew they were continuing.
Right.
And so we had to have a conversation about, okay, how can we get you caught up a little bit here?
Yeah, but your son is like an art fanatic, so it's going to take him not 2 days to make up the whole summer.
Except he gets stuck in his head. So
I wonder who he gets that from.
I am better. I am good at decision making, though.
It's a learned skill, though.
But he really is struggling with. And the teacher even said, you have to just send me something so that I can start learning your style. Because he doesn't want to teach them his style. He wants to help them develop their styles.
That's awesome.
And he said, it's never going to be finished. It's not going to be finished. Turn it in and I can say, oh, this reminds me of so-and-so. Look up their work and see if you can get inspired by it. Or, give him suggestions for it. So
just push him in the right direction, not grade it like it has to be done this way.
Right.
No, I love it. And I think it's going to be awesome for your son because he's so talented.
Yes. I don't know where he is.
I'm so jealous because I have no talent like that, and neither do any of my girls or Matt for that matter.
Daughter's not too bad either.
Yes, she's creative. Well, I've never seen her draw.
She draws,
but
too.
I've seen her clothing creations, and just the imagination that she uses is amazing. Yeah. Yay. I'm excited for back to school as much as I'm nervous, like every parent in the world has to be right now. I'm excited to get back to some sense of normal.
Yeah.
So, our new normal. I guess that's it.
Whatever it is.
Yep. But yeah, that's all.
Yeah, so join us on Thursday as we are going to be chatting with our fan of the month. It's not the fan of the month that we were supposed to talk to last week because schedules.
Sometimes life happens.
So we're not going to talk too much about it because we do have to start going back and doing things that we've said that we were going to do because somebody asked us if we ever did the Lucky Spencer, and we sure as heck didn't.
No, we didn't. We get great ideas when we're talking, and then another great
things
idea
happen on the show. I mean, we would have never done a 411 about Taggart when we did, but we knew that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But no, we'll get there.
Yep. We'll get it done.
Exactly. So have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to peer54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Peer54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at peer54podcast@gmail.com.